While the Equalizer 2's ending wraps up nicely, the symbolism of the sequel's climax is much deeper than it appears. The Equalizer was a 2014 action thriller that saw Denzel Washington play Robert McCall, a lethally dangerous Marine turned DI officer. In the tense movie, Washington's character reluctantly returned to action to save a teenager from the Russian mob. In The Equalizer 2, Robert and his former colleague, Dave York, investigate the murder of another coworker, Susan Plummer, who was killed by unseen assailants during what looked like a robbery in Brussels. Robert and York looked into this killing, but it didn't take long for Washington's hardened anti-hero to uncover the shocking truth leading up to The Equalizer 2's ending. Meanwhile, a troubled teenage artist named Miles offered to paint a mural on Robert's apartment building. These two plots converged in The Equalizer 2's closing scenes, wherein Miles was kidnapped by Susan's killer and Robert had to return to his hometown to confront the killers. In the process, The Equalizer 2's ending gives new insight into Robert's worldview, his struggles, and the path that brought him to a life of protecting the innocent. Who killed Susan Plummer in The Equalizer 2? Robert narrowly avoided a similar fate when agreeing to work with David. Dave shaking hands with Robert in The Equalizer 2. Shockingly, Pedro Pascal's seemingly sweet Dave York was the one who killed Susan in The Equalizer 2. He was working as a mercenary and knew that Susan would soon uncover the fact that Dave was also the one who staged the murder-suicide in Brussels. Dave, along with Robert's other former colleagues Kovac, Ari, and Resnick, turned to crime after they were left behind by the DIA despite years of faithful service. Feeling abandoned, Dave and the rest of Robert's former squad killed Susan and had intended to do the same to Robert. However, Robert outmaneuvered them and forced them to meet him on home turf so that he would have the advantage. Even though Dave spent most of The Equalizer 2 trying to find Susan's killer alongside Robert, the duplicitous character turned out to be the culprit in the killing. Robert realized this when he saw Dave's number in the call list of an assassin who tried and failed to kill Robert. This is when director Antoine Fuqua's sequel got truly brutal, as Dave and his associates kidnapped Miles and followed Robert to his seaside hometown. There, using the local watchtower as a base, Robert picked them off by using a severe storm for cover, eventually facing off against Dave in one-on-one combat.